What is going on, viewers? I'm Brian RMA. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So back on Forza Motorsport 7, starting around VIR, two people already bailing out of the circuit to avoid contact or getting killed. But if you just, like I did here, if you just stick to the inside line and keep it all narrow, you will 90% avoid any kind of contact or mayhem. But if you drive like an absolute moron, like I did there, there's you don't even have to avoid carnage because you're gonna just drive yourself off if you're dumbass like me. But now the recovery game is on from first down to 10th. Oh, this is just horrible to play. So now, okay, recovering in one position already against the Ferrari P4 thing, up into 9th now. So this car, it has these stickers you see on the car. They had each one at 10 horsepower, so that's why I put them there. Now going kind of into the back of the F40, not quite here. Behind a wide body and bulky GTR. I had to back off just to avoid contact, but then we made contact anyways. So now onto the back straight. It's gonna be a drag race between the three of us. The F40 doesn't really stand a chance against the Noble. And now, looking at the GTR again, yes, we are looking back in, going towards this corner in front of us. He's gonna bail out, given that his GTRs don't usually have good brakes, and he was on the inside. When you're on the inside line, you have to brake a little bit early because you have to keep it a little bit like more more narrow. I don't know which one's true, but I'm gonna say narrower. So now we're gonna fast forward here, rounding out the first lap at 7th place. But now catching up with a big group of 4 people in front of us. This is good because when like a couple of people are in close proximity with each other, they're gonna start fighting and therefore lose time, so you can catch them up easily and overtake him in a good opportunity. But one of them just went off the circuit. We don't need to do anything about him, just automatically overtake him up into 6th place. So now we got a bit of work to do to at least get a podium, because we were in, like on the first and second corner we were in first place, so we have to at least recover with the podium. So now this Wi-Fi password had some sort of an incident with the turbo, and I thought he's not ghosted, so I braked to avoid collision, but it turned out that he was ghosted, and the only thing I did was lose time. So now second lap through the oak tree corner, very nice time, and it's gonna be another drag race down this back straight against the Maserati MC12, not standing a single chance, because that V12 engine, it has, compared to the Noble's engine, it has no torque, so he stood no chance. Now up in 4th, I didn't even notice it, good stuff. But now look at the right hand side. That Ferrari F40 got hardly abused and assaulted and pushed into the tire wall very hardly, and as this Ferrari VB11 just drives by, he's not gonna be recovering anytime soon from that grass. So that Ferrari F40, he didn't go style for some reason. If his car was longer, he would definitely have collected me as well, because he made contact with me. But now through Oak Tree Corner to the back straight for one last time. This second place had some sort of an incident with the tire wall again. The tire walls in VIR seem to collect so many people, but as you've seen there, I've made a very stupid mistake. I didn't steer to the right, so our bumpers kind of got stuck with each other, so I have to back out. But now he goes in here very quick. He's gonna get off to the grass, up into second place. But as I was celebrating, I noticed that there's a orange proximity arrow behind me. I go in very quickly. He's gonna get me on the exit, but I was gonna go around his outside, but for some reason he decided not to turn in and just edge me out wide. So, but it's a good recovery given that we were 10th on the first lap after we bottled it, recovering 3rd place and doing a nice flip to end things. Okay, now going around Road America, E-Street alternative version, I think, because it has the chicane back there. So now, the thing with Road America is, as you've seen, the start line, this it is very like tight and narrow, so you can't just fit 3 cars side by side. And people who have better launch or acceleration just tend to go into the back of the guys in front of them and make contact and cause chaos and mayhem. But we're through there okay, we just played it safely, so nothing happened to us. But now let's, on the backstretch, unleashing all the power, all the 900 horsepower that this Viper possesses. You see, overtaking like 2-3 people so easily, like easy A. And now, behind the group of 3, the SVT Cobra goes wide, rejoins safely, nice move. I go into the back of the Lambo Countach, I think. That's the thing though, this, when you're going over a crest, your tires will lift off slightly, you lose grip, and therefore your brakes aren't as efficient as they usually are. That's why I went into the back of them. And another thing I did, it was a mistake for sure, is that I was on the apex, I was on the inside line, and I braked to let him go back past, but I was in an awkward position, so someone went into the back of me. And now, around this long hairpin that seems to go on forever, it just doesn't end. Now, towards the chicane, oh, we get pushed, but we're okay. Now, getting on the power a little bit too keenly, and boom, we're going to travel. We get collected. That's what you get for being impatient. You know, the kick when you shift from second to third in this car really got me there. I wasn't expecting that. But then again, when you just go dip like 1 inch of 1 centimeter of your wheel into the grass, it's just gonna suck you off, and if there's any tire wall, any wall, it's just gonna push you into it. That's the bad thing. So fast forwarding here, found that first lap at 14th. Such horrible starts for the previous races, including this one. Behind the Viper Racer and the BMW, I don't know, was it GT car, I think? Using GT cars in normal hoppers is really not recommended at all, because as soon as you get into a straight line, they just cannot compete. That guy going very wide to the onto the gravel. How could you go wide when you're driving a Viper ACR that has such good brakes? I don't know how people manage to go wide in a Viper ACR, or I don't know, Lotus Elise GT1 cars with good brakes. Now, as you've seen, yeah, the Ferrari BBLM went wide up into 10th. Not a bad recovery given that they started the second lap in 14th. Behind the McLaren 570S, towards the hairpin, the never-ending hairpin. It just goes on forever, it doesn't end. The new McLaren, like the one this guy is using, the 570S, they're really not good. They're not competitive at all. But as I can hear, his engine swapped it. He's put a V12 Ferrari engine, I think. Yeah, that's why I think he picked it. And then he just made the same mistake as me, as the. Oh man, okay, I got it completely wrong. He made the same mistake as I did on the first lap. Went into the tire wall, but mine was very brutal. I got collected as well. And now nothing else happened on the final lap, so just came across the line to finish 7th. But I set the fastest lap, so that's a good thing. And now this bonus clip. Just a normal start at Forza Motorsport. In every Forza Motorsport 7, pretty much, someone not moving off the line. Okay, we'll get through him. But now, someone rejoining at an awful angle, and then someone rejoining at 90 degrees. Wow, don't rejoin at 90 degrees, please. But now, coming in here, this is where things are interesting. This Lambo comes in for a revenge ram on the Porsche, and instead he just collects me. Sad times. Oh no, this is just a picture of the next Forza Motorsport 7 video that I'll be making. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I upload this video. And drop a like on this video as well if you enjoyed it. I hope you did. And I will see you next time. Stay safe. Goodbye.